All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash, and double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and to the Achaim who are out there pushing this truth for the edification of the body and for the building of the church. To you I salute. I want to do a brief lesson on two manner of people which are in thy womb. Two manner of people. Actually, this is part two to the lesson that was done on Saturday. Okay, this is part two. And in doing the lesson on Saturday, I made an incorrect statement. Okay, actually, what from I quoted from the Revelation 16 and 18. Okay, and I stated that the dragon, okay, because the precept states that I saw three unclean spirit like frog came out of the mouth of the dragon and out of the mouth of the beast, okay? But I stated that the dragon was the, spiritual demon Satan, okay? But it was brought to my knowledge and understanding that the dragon actually is, the Roman Empire, okay? So I want to make that correction, and we want to restate that the dragon is the Roman Empire and not the spiritual demon Satan. So I saw a three unclean like spirit like frog come out of the mouth of the beast, out of the mouth of the dragon, which is the Roman Empire, out of the mouth of the beast, which is the European Union / NATO, and out of the Roman Catholic Church, which is the false prophet of Salakia, out of the false prophet, which is the Roman Catholic Church. Okay, and out of the Roman Catholic Church branched the Antichrist. The Antichrist came out of the Roman Catholic Church. They were sent to the world and colonizing and whatnot, and spreading this false Christian doctrine. Okay, Methodism, which branched into Methodist, Baptist, and Anglican and whatnot. Okay, so all right, these seed. All right, the Salakia, two manner of people that separated from the bowels of from the womb of Rebecca, all right, are seeds of Abraham. Okay, they actually are seeds of Abraham. All right, so we want to start with 2nd Esdras 6 and 7 to 9. 2nd Esdras 6 and 7 to 9. Okay, so we're going to go into 2nd Esdras 6 and 7. Salakia. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of time? Or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? So when shall be the end of the first of this world and the beginning of the world to follow, that followeth, which is Israel? The end of Esau kingdom, all right, which is the kingdom that we in now, and the beginning of Israel, okay, the kingdom of heaven, of Jacob. Okay, verse 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held fast the heel of Esau. So Jacob's hand held onto Esau's heel. Okay, verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Esau is the end of this world. Okay, Esau is ruling at the end of this world, okay? And Jacob will be ruling in the world to come, the world that followeth, all right? So, and we know that Jacob and Esau are the descendants of Abraham, okay? Who they are actually the grandsons of Abraham, because Abraham had Isaac, and Isaac had Jacob and Esau, okay? So, let's go into the next precept, which is 2nd Esdras 3 and 13. Okay, 2nd Esdras 3 and 13. And when they lived so wickedly before these, thou didst choose thee a man from among them, whose name was Abraham. Okay? Abraham, the father of Isaac, and Isaac, the father of Jacob and Esau. All right? Him thou lovedest, verse 14, and unto him only thou shewest thy will. Okay? The Most High loved Abraham, and him only he shewed him the way of truth, the way of this gospel. Okay? Not everybody at that time was serving the Most High. All right? Verse 15. And made us an everlasting covenant with him, proclaiming, Salakia, promising him that thou wouldest never forsake his seed. Okay? And that stands today, because we are the seeds of Abraham, and we, even though we are under the curses, we're not forsaken, because the kingdom, okay, the world to come, all right, the beginning of the world that follow it is Israel. Okay? Verse 16. And unto him thou givest Isaac, and unto Isaac also thou givest Jacob and Esau, which I stated early. As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee, and put by Esau. And so Jacob became a great multitude. Thou choose Jacob and put by Israel. Okay? All right. So Abraham was the only one of the Most High shown the way of righteousness, okay, to his father, okay, of the Most High, all right? All right? Which applies to, okay, the descendants of this very day, all right? Because of the covenant that the Most High made with Abraham, okay, that transcends to his descendants in this very day and time, okay, which will be the prophets of the day. Okay? All right? Jacob is the chosen seed, but Esau was rejected. Okay? Jacob was the chosen seed, but Esau was rejected by the Most High. And to prove that, okay, to support that, let us go to Malachi 1, okay, and 1. We're going to start from Malachi 1 and 1. The burden of the word of the power to Israel by Malachi. Okay? The burden of the word of the power, the Most High, okay, to Israel. And it state, I love you, said the Lord. He is referring to Israel. Yet, okay, said the power. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Okay? This is Israel saying, wherein hast thou loved us? And he stated, was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said the power, said the Lord. Yet I love Jacob. Okay? Yet I loved Jacob was 3, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountain and heritage to waste for the dragons of the wilderness. So he laid Esau's mountain and heritage to waste for the dragon of the wilderness. This is prophecy. This is coming prophecy that will be fulfilled. Okay? He loved Jacob and hated Esau. All right? All right. So let us support that precept by going to, okay, Hebrews 12, okay? And this is to give confirmation that the Most High hated, okay, Esau. He loved Jacob, but he hated Esau. All right? We go into Hebrews 12 and 16. Okay? Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. Okay? Who for one morsel of meal sold his birthright. He said, is lest there be any fornicator. Okay? Fornicator is a nasty, abominable act. Okay? Or profane person. Profane meaning outside of the temple of the Most High. Okay? As Esau. Okay, so Esau is profane, a profane fornicator, and outside of the temple of the Most High. Okay? Who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. All right? Sold his birthright for nothing. Sold his salvation. Okay? for a morsel of meal. All right? As an evil, greedy, vile, okay, individual or nation. All right? Verse 17, for he knew that afterwards, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. He sought carefully with tears, okay, for the blessing, okay, but found no place of repentance, all right? Because he is wild, okay, evil, all right? Esau is the enemy that is rejected by the Most High power, okay? The next precept we're going to go to is 2nd Esdras 5 and 11. 2nd Esdras 5 and 11, okay? Which states, no, that's Salakia. 2nd Esdras 5 and 27, okay? And among all the multitude of people, thou hast gotten thee one people, and unto this people whom thou lovest, thou givest a law that is approved of all, okay? So this is to prove that the Most High loved Jacob, Israel, okay? He hated Esau, okay? Because it is stated in Hebrews 12 and 16, which state, lest there be any fornicator or profane person of Esau, who for one morsel of meal sold his birthright, okay? For after which when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. He is rejected by the Most High God. But, okay, 2nd Esdras 5 and 27, saying Jacob, all right, or Israel, among all the multitude of people, thou hast gotten thee one people, and unto this people whom thou lovest, givest a law that is approved of all. So he gave his laws, statutes, and commandments to Israel, to Jacob, okay? Yet he reject and cast aside Israel, or Esau, Salakia, Esau, right? All right. Esau is a profane, wicked, and ungodly nation, okay? In essence, okay, Jacob became a great multitude, okay? Esau is profane, wicked, and ungodly. And in opposition to this, in contrast to this, Salakia, Jacob became a great multitude, okay? His declaration, okay, of a divine blessing and the establishment of Israel as a vast nation, okay? It grants Jacob special selection for a covenant relationship, okay? So Jacob was selected for a covenant relationship, okay? Okay, contrasting him with Esau lineage, the Edomite was set aside, okay? Esau was set aside, okay? And his end is destruction, okay? Esau end is destruction, but Jacob, okay, is everlasting, okay, salvation. Esau end is destruction. Jacob, on the other hand, is everlasting salvation. And we say these two nations, okay, would descend into okay, two different parts, okay, the righteous part and the wicked part, the evil part. Jacob in the righteous part, and Esau the wicked, the evil, to who is slated for destruction. Okay, let us go to 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. Okay, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. Second Thessalonians 2 and 8. And when shall that wicked be revealed? Okay, we know that Esau is the wicked, all right, whom the Lord shall consume, okay, with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, okay, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and the brightness of his coming. Okay, that is, okay, very interesting and ironic because, okay, in Malachi 3 and 6, it states, "For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed." Okay, Jacob's sons, okay, Israel, are not consumed, will not be consumed. But in Esau, okay, on the other hand, it states, "And when shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth?" Okay, and who are his mouth? The prophet, okay, the servants, "and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." So Esau is headed for destruction. You're heading for self-destruction, all right? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Let me just go briefly into a few chapters of Wisdom of Solomon 2 and, okay, 1 to 7. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 1 to 7, which will, okay, still also give understanding of the Most High, all right, selection of Israel and his, okay, his resentment of Jacob, of Esau, okay. This is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 1. "For the ungodly said," okay, "for the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in death of man, okay, there is no remedy, neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave." Okay, they reason with themselves, okay, but not aright, not in justice. Okay, they reason unjustly, and we don't. That's not reasoning. If you have an unjust, that's discourse. Okay, so they reasoning that we can't say they're reasoning. Okay, because everything that they are, okay, discussing is unjust. Okay, so they reason but not right. So they are having discourses and whatnot, argument. Okay, rebuttal. All right, verse 2. Okay, "For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostril is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart." Okay, soon, okay, soon they shall be extinguished, and it will appear as if they never existed. They will be erased, okay, removed of this earth, okay, not even no more and to be remembered, okay. Their existence, their history, there wouldn't be no history or record of them or a recording of them, okay. They'll be like a waste, a mist, a puff of smoke, okay, that just dispersed in the thin air and just spread and spread and spread until it dispersed into infinity. All right, let's go into verse 3. Okay, "Which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air." There shall be no regeneration of their spirit. Their spirit will disperse into the air, just spread, just drift into the air until it go further and further apart and into infinity. No more acknowledgement or even, okay, there wouldn't even be no trace of their spirit, okay? All right? We know that matter exists in three states, so liquid, solid, and gas. So the gas will just disperse, okay, into thin air. All right? All right. Verse 4. All right? Verse 4, Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 4. "And our name should be forgotten in time, and no man should have our work in remembrance. And our life shall pass away as the trace of cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and become with the heat thereof. Okay? So with force, there shall be no memory of their existence. Okay? Their end is sealed. Okay? Their end is sealed. Their existence, there shall be no memory of it, and their end is fast sealed. Okay? So the Esau is the end of the world. That is fast sealed. Okay? Babylon must be destroyed. Because the precept said we should have saved Babylon, but Babylon will not be saved. This ain't gone. It is coming. Okay? It ain't gone. It is coming. And like the monkey said when they cut off his tail, it ain't long now. It ain't long now. All right? Verse 5. For our time is a very shadow that passeth. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away. And after our end, there is no more returning. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Okay? Their time is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Okay? Their time is short spent. Okay? As a brief mist. A moment. A brief moment. Okay? All right? Verse 6. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 6. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy this good, okay, the good things, Salakia, that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures, okay, like us in youth, okay. Verse 6. Come, let us spoil ourselves with the good life, okay, with living lavishly, okay, all right, enjoying all the good things of life, all right, having a good time, because it's short-lived while it lasts. Enjoy this time in rulership. Enjoy your kingdom, okay? This is your heaven. This is our hell, all right? And we catch in hell, all right? Every day, especially the prophets, all right? But almost, it ain't long now. It's almost our time. Our time is coming. Verse 7, the last voice, the last precept. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointment, okay? And let no flower of the spring pass by us. Let no flower of the spring pass by us, okay? Let us glory ourselves with substance, okay? Because with substance short-lived, because our time is short-lived, okay? So while we in this time on this season, okay, in this good season, okay, of rulership, okay, of being kings and queens and rulers, let us live lavishly, all right? Let us enjoy, glorify ourselves with substance, short-lived, with all the good things in life, okay? Let us live lavishly, all right? Because it ain't much longer now, okay? Like I say, and like the precept say, I saw, okay, Satan, okay, fallen from heaven, all right? And like he said, all right, the enemy has come down with great wrath, for his time is short, all right? So he's coming down with great wrath. So Jacob, let's stay focused, let's stay, okay, live in the Spirit and remain faithful, okay? And hope by the Most High, by the will of the Most High, we all make it through, all right? All of the members of GMS and all those other AKMs who are out there, all right, in those other camp or whatever, but they live and regard and okay, live according to the rules and laws and statutes of the Most High God, okay? I hope this lesson was edifying and it served its purpose. Shalom.